Hey guys, it's Rain again. I'm back for the second part of the series. First, I'm doing my base, which you saw in the last video, so I really don't probably need to say it again. I will say that I had another look planned that I actually filmed yesterday that I hated, and I filmed everything, and I hated it so much that I just got rid of it. So hopefully this one turns out better. I already like it much better than I did yesterday, so hopefully you guys like it as well. Once again, using my Bare Minerals concealer all over my face. And using a damp beauty blender to highlight and blend in those areas and make me look less dead. I mean, it's pretty easy actually. Here I'm using the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. The last of it, I have like none left. And just setting my whole face with that. Here I'm using I think it's the L'Oreal brow stay. Yeah, in dark brunette, just to fill in and fill in my eyebrows. They kind of get covered up in this look too, so with the eyeshadow, I mean. Sometimes I like using a pencil better than I like using shadows because I feel like it gets a more defined arch. Although I would like to start using a gel and see how that goes. I filled them in and then I ended up just pushing them all up for some reason. This is all like off the top of my head that I kind of made this look. Using the concealer, I use that as a base again on my eyes because I feel like it does a good job of not sliding or like not creasing. Granted, I only wear this for like however long it takes me to do the video. I don't really go out like this, so who knows for sure if it works. Taking the Take Me Back to Brazil palette by BH Cosmetics, I use a dark blue to start the outline of what I'm going to do, which is through my crease, the outer corner of my eye, and up into my brow bone. So all the way up, because I go big or I go home. And I don't like going home. Just kidding, I love going home. I wanted this look to kind of encapsulate the idea that you're kind of living a life that you may not necessarily be wanting to live, which the main character in the book does, or one of the main characters in the story does, and she constantly makes remarks about how she wants to be doing, how she doesn't care about things. So I'm kind of using this as a look to kind of just like the inner workings, like she's so pristine on the outside, but you know, inside she's kind of dead and doesn't really like anything about her life. Using the black from the same palette, I go in and cover up most of what I just did for some odd reason. No, I use the blue as kind of like a transition, so it looks more faded at the top, and then I went back over with the black. And then I take a torn up sponge and use the same blue and black from the BH Cosmetics palette to kind of give it kind of a veiny texture around the eyes, which is probably one of my favorite things to do. I absolutely love doing that. And then I take the Magic palette by Juvia's Place and use those two colors right there, the dark blue and a light shimmery blue. On my lid, I start with the dark blue just to give it some more dimension so it's not all black. But I also kind of use that as the light that she kind of finds within herself towards the end of the story. And then I use the shimmery blue on top just to give it more dimension and add to that light fullness that she feels towards the end. Then I go back in with a dense packing brush and put some more black just to help blend that in easier. And then I bring it up into my brows even more and do more veining texture because I just love this stuff, so I went a little overboard. Then I use my fluffy blending brush and blend all the sides out so it's not such a harsh line. And then I bring it down towards the bottom, where I also used a very light brown, shimmery brown from the BH Cosmetics palette as well. Then I use my Tarte liner to tightline and do my waterline, so it makes the eye very small. I also am like almost out of this liner, like to the point where I could almost not finish doing my eyes. And then I use my Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze Bronzer to kind of shallow out my cheeks, or hollow out my cheeks. I also get a little black from the BH Cosmetics palette, like a very tiny bit, and put that up closer to the cheekbones to make them look even hollower. Not too bad, not too much, but enough to where it looks a little bit gaunt, I guess is the word you'd say. I always love these dark looks. I've only done like a couple, but they always end up being my favorite. Even though I end up looking like Alice Cooper. Then I take the ColourPop Golden State of Mind and use the bluish highlight on my nose and on my cheekbones and on my Cupid's bow. And I do this to kind of show that, you know, she still has this idealized lifestyle, I guess, and she kind of has this proper outside to her, but she doesn't necessarily like her life, which is where the black eyes and lips come in to play, which I haven't gotten to yet, but we'll get there. And then I use my, I think it's Clinique mascara. It's high impact mascara, just a small tube on both top and bottom lashes. And then I put the same falsies that I put on in the last video, the Cecil House of Lashes ones. They're still weird. I might have to cut them more because they still feel kind of like too long. And then I take the Kat Von D Vampira lip liner and outline my lips, which this is the first time I've ever used lip liner, so this was a fun ride, and I probably messed up. And I start filling in the outer corners, and then I use the Urban Decay Vice Palettes brush and use the Kat Von D Vampira lipstick to just get a more precise filled in look. It ended up being too light, so I had to go in with the actual lipstick and just get it a little bit darker in the middle. to get the look I was going for. And then I use black eyeshadow from the BH Cosmetics palette just to darken it up a little bit more and get the good look I was going for, because it was a little bit too, hello, look at me, it's red, when that wasn't exactly what I was going for. And then you'll see that I take a blending brush and blend it out around the sides and make it look like a little bit more deathly around the mouth, and use the same broken up sponge to get that veiny texture around it. That's the look. Very weird. I look like I just drank grape soda, but I hope you guys liked it. If you did like it, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, comment any thoughts that you have or any other looks that you'd like to see. And yeah.